Oh. See if I can click that without. Ah, okay. Well, that sucks. Hopefully they find some way to get him in there. But if not, man. Next man up.
Downtown Minneapolis. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
But hopefully Jonathan Abram can play.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive.
Let's go. Got him.
Upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged.
It didn't give me that Khalil Mack option.
But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on second.
Oh yeah, he's the only one that can. He's the only one that can replace him.
A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And
At that point, we could even move Joyner back to safety, or that Isaiah. What's his face was playing safety practice, or at least practicing at safety. So.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So the depth at safety isn't the best, but we have players that can play safety, so it's not as big a deal. But it's just they're not Jonathan Abram. Jonathan Abram is just a game changer.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick.
I may go back to my Seattle playbook after
exactly
this.
What they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because
hoping to save these audibles for later.
Stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of
It'll be interesting to see, though.
But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
To throw on 3rd down. Carr. He'll drop this down to Jackson. And he picks up the first before he's taken down
This dude's
at
bringing
the 29.
heat.
After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover.
But as long as our front four play like they did against the Chiefs, we still should be able to pressure Brady into making a mistake or two. Is what I'm telling myself.
Open down the middle of the field. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on
Personally,
first down.
I think we can still make mistakes.
If you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he stopped immediately there.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free,
Come on, I get.
also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Who is this big dude making all these plays for this guy?
They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. In the end, the
Why do
opening
I get on
Charles
offense
Daniel
again,
points,
though?
maybe not
Cool.
the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive.
Yeah, none of them actually had positive tests besides Trent Brown, which I think they just changed the rules like 2 weeks ago.
And no further.
Because they really realistically shouldn't be out at all. But they changed the rules, one of the protocol rules, because I don't know what, but now they have to pass 5 days. Like, that's stupid. Like, why is it 5 days? Why shouldn't, like, 3 days, 2 days, back-to-back tests?
Tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double.
This dude is trash.
Complete. The rookie had it and lost it there, and it'll be second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, it's far.
Thank you. They had to give me the other one back. But like I said, even without, as long as we have our line, we're fine. Like, I'd rather have our line than Jonathan Abram, to be honest with you. Personally.
And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Because Trent Brown, like I said, Trent Brown not playing is not that big of a deal because we're used to that.
Another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Yeah, I don't understand, like, if you're going to bring him in, why wouldn't you bring him in during the bye week out the gate and have him play? But you never know. He could play a little this week. Last year when we signed Deion Jordan midway through the week, he played instantly. So
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
what we got to worry about is making sure no one gets injured during the game. Dude, an offensive lineman goes down during the game, it's a wrap. Especially if the starting 4's out, 5's out.
On 2nd down, far.
I'm all over this guy.
They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score.
Yeah, but he has to pass some protocols that will be done, I think. He was signed to the practice squad last Monday. When was he signed? Monday or Tuesday? Yeah, but he got reinstated, so he's been doing drug tests and stuff.
This is 3rd and 10. To throw is far.
I'm all over this guy's offense.
It's knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle,
Good dub.
Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
I'm only rushing 2. Bold strategy, Sneed. Not that bold. He just tried to throw it in between like 5 people.
And that will force a turnover on downs.
Well, thank God my offense is trash. Zyke. We're going to chew clock because the less I actually got it.
It'll be 2nd down.
Remember also, John Gruden is 0 for 2 since coming back on after bye week. So.
Good enough for the first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision.
You would think, now hear me out on this one. Thank God they didn't. But you would think Derek Carr would have to be in protocol too. Like, it just doesn't make sense that he's not in protocol. Like I said, thank God he's not. But it would make sense.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been
I can't. I mean, if the whole offensive line's out, shouldn't the defensive line be out too?
Now they face a
It don't make sense.
after that incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Carr. That is
God.
for a Raider touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Yeah, it does make sense.
He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the
And if it was
process
Monday-
of the catch all the way through, all the way to the ground?
it don't make sense.
Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box. Touchdown.
It don't make sense.
And he's able to put it through.
It don't make sense.
Hauschka now to send this one away.
And then they moved the game to 4 o'clock my time.
And that one will bounce out of the back
Which
of
is
the end
trash.
zone, so we will start here
I know the
at
reason why they did it,
25.
but
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we don't want to
I'm
call
only
this
blitzing
desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
You
down.
don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
I like how
Down
these
3
zones
scores
push
already. You've
goals.
done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation.
Fine.
I think you did.
All over this dude's offense. This dude is buns.
Picked off near to 26. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now,
I'm
you're
yelling,
saying,
my bad.
all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground.
Well, I just got smacked.
Stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Think if I just launch a deep one, lead it.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to
I can get
Orlando,
this
where
deep
Jonathan
pass on.
Coachman
It's
is
a
standing
wrap.
by. He'll have highlights and analysis
There it is.
of this
Oh,
first
nope.
half.
That was
He's gonna
bad.
let this go. He's got
Get
it.
mossed.
And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line.
I'll do it again.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
Bruh.
41 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And
We don't
picked it
care.
off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot. Went for
I
all
probably
on
should
that
just run
one.
this ball
This
before I
time
do
they
something
were ready
stupid.
for it.
Fat lead.
Carr after the Incomplete pass brings them up 2nd and 10. Four yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Vikings going to signal for the first.
Yeah, I'd probably get out of that defense
so
too.
as they take it over, we step aside. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. They run with Jackson out of the gun.
Flipped over my own foot.
Loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here.
Oh!
Not gonna get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a
Peter bailed him out. He was lost in the sauce.
Fake it. It doesn't work. And the Vikings defense is
I need to get Darren Waller up, powered up a little more. Start doing fancy things like that.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes.
That's mine.
But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the 2nd half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's Favre to throw. And he's taken down.
That was a hot dot. Dude's 1 for 10.
16 yards, a 1st down.
You know what? If we get beat deep, we get beat.
You know, if they could just
He ain't
get
gonna
3 out
sit here
of
and try to
this, there's
dice
something
me.
about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
I'm all over that.
He was trying to get it to Steve Smith that time, and it's 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Play action. It's Favre. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I didn't want to call a timeout.
Use one of their timeouts.
Oh, buddy. I'm going to give up a huge play. I already know.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
Oh, no. Scoop back.
Now Favre. Looking here for Smith downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
5 seconds left. I'll be able to get a timeout if I need it. I do not. Bang, bang! Get this dude off my system.
Great play there in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
Get this weak Vikings team off my...
As they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it.
Green, I cannot think of the word to save my life. Holy.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff. Give up a big play.
We're blowing him out.
Good point.
His top 3 was pretty good, too, if I recall.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
I should have kicked it out to him in fair catches. I can do another pick. Oh, I get ball at half, too.
It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
I come out half and disrespect him with the knee. You think he'll quit?
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
Let's see what he does here.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
I was hoping he just quit. Alright.
On second and 11 now. Carr. That's caught by
God.
Jackson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 28 yards
We for
there.
real.
Give him a first down.
No big plays, but we're just slowly dotting this man up. Hold on. We get Bo the ball in every situation.
They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On first down, it's Jackson. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. A gain of 3.
Really wish I had better players. It
3
happens.
yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Dude's probably 90, high 80 overall team.
Now they set up the screen. That's good.
A little 85 overall team.
A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage.
What's
The blocking,
good?
The timing of the pass to the runner. Everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
He's not going to get there. That won't
As
even
long
be
as it's
close.
scary
Taken
fast
up in the
Monday.
backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Bro, this dude has one completion. Like 1 for 13 thrown.
Throw for it on fourth down.
4 or 5 picks.
Touchdown, Raiders. 25 yards
His top 3 were
touchdown.
Barry,
And the silver and black continue to
Arv,
roll.
Stephon Diggs, got good Thielen, Hardy,
But in this situation, it felt like based on
Mean
coverage,
Joe.
he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football. And
Dude
for good
is
reason.
trash.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
My wide receivers don't know what open is on here. I get you open, I'll get you open in regs, hands down. This, I run the ball.
And this will not
I'll
be
run the ball 100
returned.
times
Come
on you
out
if I have to.
25.
You let me. You want a quick pause to see this dude's stats that he has right now? It's bad.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail on offense. First time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
Ooh,
To see
yeah.
what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half, other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run.
Oh, it's
Things
worse
work
than you
well
think.
for us, and sometimes they throw
Yeah,
in
I
a
think,
big
I mean,
chunk
Ruggs is
play
probably
right
one of my
away.
fastest too,
Try and get
if not
after
the
'em early and try
fastest.
and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See
I
what
still
they
got a lot
have
of
up their
upgrades. I'm
sleeve.
kind of saving my coins, kind of not.
Favre on second down.
Oh, crap. Another one.
And now here's a
Look at this number.
interception. Ron Woodson with a pick, and they get the football. They'll set up shop.
Bro, I gotta show you the stats. Like, I really didn't want to, but I feel like I have to. He is 1 for 13 throwing. Dude's buns.
At their own 49-yard line.
Okay. Regular or mutt?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time out, another touchdown.
And I would like to.
Some empty seats around here.
We'll probably have to do a rain check on the day.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided.
Because
But you know who benefits from all
it is
those
2
empty
o'clock
seats?
my time.
You and me trying to get to the airport.
That's
The roads
true.
will be fairly clear.
That is
2 o'clock my time, and I just.
Again, it's Jackson.
This may be my last game.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
I would like to get.
Not a whole lot there. The defense
I would
was
like to
ready
get one in
for
with
that
you.
pass option.
You get
Because
the sense
I did one with
next time he has
Shabazz,
that
another
opportunity,
subscriber of
keep it
mine.
himself and get to the perimeter.
I want to do this subscriber Sundays where I play with my subscribers or play with them in game mode and post it on here.
And that is not good.
I haven't done it the last couple of weeks because a lot of my subscribers have PlayStation.
Because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple.
But yeah, definitely we can get one in.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if
Oh,
they
yeah.
felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great.
But I don't have to do it
penetration as
like.
they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The
We'll get it
offense
in
gonna
for
stay
sure.
out
Like,
there.
we'll definitely play a
They
game.
converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Working from the gun, it's Carr. Able to find Walter. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but
Like I said,
not
I haven't done the
before he
subscriber
gets
Sunday in
the
like
first.
2-3 weeks because
Solid
the lack
pickup
of
5 and a
Xbox
very
players.
solid 4th down
Who'd have thought?
conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 1st down, Carr. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I am.
All defenses worry that
Realistically
whenever anyone
getting
catches
bored.
the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could
Well, I
turn
got
into a big play with
109K,
missed
spent
tackles
100.
or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left.
I wouldn't buy Rose the second he comes out. Especially if he comes out on Monday. Oh. If he comes out on Monday, his price will go down.
So they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time.
You know what I hate about the Raider theme team though? Why are all of our good players LTDs or the 50? The LTDs alone are
On 2nd down now. It's Jacobs.
a pretty penny to build this team.
3 yards on the run there. That still leaves
You
them
are
with a
wild.
difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
I made Derek.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles
Dude,
on its
I
faces.
made
And know it
I made
sounds
like
crazy.
500K
Practice
when
with
those
them back
cards
in
first
training
came
camp.
out.
They knew they'd be in
Because the team of the
situation.
week set,
There'd be extra
team of the
defenders
week,
in
week
box
1
coming after
took
them,
6
trying to keep
golds,
them
right?
locking down
6,
the game.
76,
Right now,
76
they
to
wanna show
79
up
golds.
to the challenge.
And well, I better pay attention before.
He didn't seem in a
Um,
rush. I guess
but
he just didn't
those
know where the play call
cards, right?
You're right about that
So
because
I was
there
doing
no
it where
movements there,
I would trade
right?
those
No
6
one
cards
took
in,
the
and
ball.
I was pulling like the
Just ran out.
82s that you needed, like the Chris Jones and the Thielens, like the 82 team of the weeks. They were going for
3rd and long.
50K, 60K a pop, 40, 50K a pop.
Once again, it's
I made so much coins doing that.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39.
It was ridiculous.
Honestly, that's well short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
So did I. I was at the gym when it happened. But you know, on Xbox they got the remote play right now. You could play Xbox on your phone,
No move to pull Carr in the offense off.
like any game,
Gonna go on
not
4th
just Game
down.
Pass.
From the gun, it's Carr. Got his
That was a
connection.
nice
Can
route.
go
I'm
to
about to
Rhodes.
remember that one. Ew.
They are going to score again. Yet another
So
touchdown.
you can stream it on the Xbox app to your phone, and as long as you got a controller like this, you can Bluetooth it up and play it. Like I was playing Madden at work, showing some of my friends how it worked.
preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance,
I was sleeping. I didn't know that.
Maybe, not try and score a few more times. They don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing.
Yeah, like it literally lasted, that loophole or the reroll lasted probably about 47 minutes to an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. And they were hot. Like, I even re-rolled a couple after. I was still getting good players. It's just you're not getting as much in return. But people were pulling max out of those like hotcakes.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points.
We're shutting this man out. My boy pulled the max.
You feel a little
Yeah.
bit better about
I mean,
yourself.
they're still in packs. They're like, the 90s are still in there and the max are still in there. It's just
Second and 3.
that extra 100 treats, you literally have to pull an 87 to attempt another reroll, which ain't that crazy, but oh no, I was thinking about buying one of the 90 players because you get about 3 or 4 rerolls.
Throwing is far.
Oh,
And
smack
that is
that.
incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's third and short.
Will you check this
I
out?
want to go back to something you said in the
My
first
bad.
quarter
Is
about
it,
winning.
is it a positive?
It is a positive.
You may have talked me into it, just buying a 90 player and just rolling 3-4 times.
And look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the
Because
turnover
even if
battle is a
you
big
buy the
key,
90 player,
and this
roll
was playing
3
out
times and get 3 87s, made your coins back.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that'll get him knocked away.
1 for
And
15.
incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
I don't have no abilities on nobody besides Derek.
All right, they're gonna try
And like
keep hope
the
alive here
star,
on fourth down.
superstar
They're
players or
going
whatever
for it.
that set was. So like, those players may have it, but other than that, I just,
As expected, they're going
training's
for
at
it to
home.
keep
My God, he completed another pass.
And his Thielen is complete. And he gets
Other
his
than that,
way
like, training's always been so expensive, and I always blow all my coins on packs.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively
I'll probably
after
be in there.
having time to talk it over. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he's wide open. Oh, this dude's trash.
He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete. The 14-time Pro Bowler Tony Gonzalez, the intended receiver.
I was thinking about putting route technician on him.
After the incomplete pass, here now is
'Cause I need that one
2nd and 10.
receiver to get open, even though he's slow.
They'll throw right sideline.
They start feeling bad for this guy because I can't get a pick now.
But not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Hoping Randy Moss would drop soon, but he's probably going to be one of the later 50s, I bet.
They'll throw on first down with Favre. Left side here to Sanders. They'll contain him to just
Well, Ruggs is
4
going to be
second
nice.
down.
Ruggs will
One
be...
thing I think that's safe
I
to
bet
say
you Reek will be the
defensively,
master
tackling's been really
because
good.
Tyreek hasn't had a card upgrade, right? He hasn't had a card upgrade. I bet you...
Almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
What, 80...
Play action with Favre. Throw left side complete.
Ruggs will probably be...
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He could be.
They'll
He
start
was...
the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's caught by Smith.
He was the most feared 2 years ago? 3 years ago? Whenever I first started playing Madden is when he was in most feared.
Sanders, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
And Ruggs will get, like, but it's like, it's cool to see Mac because it's part of the theme team. But Amari, Mac, and Darren Waller are all LTDs. That's 2.5 mil.
on offense. It's been a struggle. Following the touchdown, here's Anderson to kick it away.
Yeah. Well, he's going to be scary fast on my team. That's why we got Derek Carr ready to throw it to him.
At the 25-yard line.
I have Rich Gannon on my bench, but well, I was saying for the Raider theme team, there's three: Amari, Waller, and Mack.
And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commented
that's what me and
games in a row.
that's what me and Shabazz were talking about. I thought he was going to be able to play because of his protocol, but I guess the NFL doesn't know how many rules they want to change about COVID. So it is what it is. As long as our line plays, like I said earlier, as long as our line plays, besides Trent Brown, I'm fine. If the line plays but no Abram, I'll take that.